One of the most common mistakes I see made by homeowners who are considering putting their house on the market is putting way too much emphasis on the price per square foot. This is a very tempting trap to fall into because it's so easy to look at what the house down the street sold for, figure out the price per square foot, and then multiply that by your home square footage to come up with a price. While price per square foot is worth looking at, there are many other variables that come into play when determining the likely market value of your home. If you ask any appraiser, they'll tell you that pricing a home is both art and science. Now, if you live in a very cookie-cutter neighborhood and all of the recent sales are homes that are very similar in size, style, and condition, then taking the average price per square foot could actually get you pretty close. But the more differences there are between your home and the other recently sold homes in your area, the more adjustments will need to be made, which means that the range of prices per square foot will actually become wider. And there are three primary reasons why you shouldn't rely solely on price per square foot. First, it doesn't take into consideration the value of the land. For example, if you purchase a piece of property for $50,000 and build a 1,000 square foot home, then the land value would contribute $50 per square foot to the new total value of the property. However, if you were to build a 2,000 square foot home, now the land is contributing only $25 per square foot to the new total value of the property. This creates an inverse relationship between the size of the home and its price per square foot, which means that the smaller homes tend to sell for a higher price per square foot, and larger homes tend to sell for a lower price per square foot, all else being equal. Second, not all square footage is created equal. Some of the most valuable square footage in your home is in the kitchen and the bathrooms, because those areas contain more expensive materials and fixtures. While all of the rooms in your home contain flooring and drywall, adding things like cabinets, countertops, and plumbing fixtures lead to a higher price per square foot in those specific areas. So if you build an addition to increase the size of your living room, this will increase the overall value of your home, but it will decrease the actual price per square foot because you're adding low value space. Living space is also valued differently depending on whether it's below grade, on the main level, or upstairs. While basement space is more expensive to build, it's actually worth less than above grade living space. This is why building a basement home might not make sense unless the slope of the land really makes it necessary. The third and final reason why price per square foot isn't the primary driver of value is it doesn't take into account age, quality, or condition. If there are two homes right next door that are the exact same floor plan, but one was recently remodeled with brand new flooring, cabinets, countertops, appliances, and light fixtures, and the other one still looks exactly the same as it when it was built in 1970, shag carpet and all, then of course the updated home will sell for a higher price, which would translate to a higher price per square foot. This is one area where all the automated home valuation tools, like those found on Zillow, Realtor.com, or Trulia, fall way short. Those algorithms just can't take into account the condition of other nearby homes that have recently sold or the current condition of your home. So they have no way of making the necessary adjustments for these very important factors. If you're thinking about moving within the next year, it's never too early to start the conversation. To find out what your home is worth in today's market, call or email us today and we'll connect you with one of our top agents. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.